What's up, everybody? It's Saturday again. Hope you guys been laboring out there this week. Hope you guys had a productive week. It's been a long time coming, but we finally made it to the weekend, and it's good to be here. And with that being said, we're going to talk about patience today. Like I said, when you hear the word patience, you automatically associate the word wait. So to have patience is the ability to wait for something. Well, I feel like you're gonna have to wait on it whether you got the patience to or not. Like, patience, more or less, in my opinion, is the ability to maintain a positive attitude while you're waiting. You know what I'm saying? You keep yourself calm, no anxiety or nothing like that while you're waiting. You ain't worrying about nothing while you're waiting. So that determines the amount of patience that you have, not the ability to wait. Cause like I say, whether you have the patience or not, you gotta wait on whatever it is you're waiting for. Case in point, newborn babies. Now I'm gonna use me. I have 2 sons. Love them dearly, always have. But when they were babies and they were crying, that's all their way of communicating they had. I did not know how to handle it. I'm gonna just tell you, I was a young dad anyway. And I already was, my mind state already wasn't there where it was supposed to be. So I'm picking up my baby, I'm feeding him, and he's still crying, and I'm changing him, he's still crying. It's like, please, Lord, somebody help me with this baby. Please, Mom, can you help me? Please, sister, can you help me? I give them to their mama. Like, it's not like I ain't want to hear them crying. I ain't want them uncomfortable. So my whole thing was, how do I get them back comfortable? They in discomfort right now because they crying. And I couldn't determine if they were crying because, like I said, they had gas or something. So, like I said, I had to either wait till I was able to comprehend what the reason why they were crying. I could, okay, this cry mean they need to be fed. Oh, okay. This cry mean they want to be picked up and played with. Oh, okay. Oh, all right. I had to either wait for that, or I had to wait till they were able to talk. You know what I'm saying? They were able to actually communicate, what they were saying. Either way, I had to wait. But I built patience over time. Being able to wait on them to talk, develop their speech, or waiting on them to, waiting on myself to be able to comprehend the reason why they were crying. You gotta have patience with any type of relationship between, like I say, mother and daughter, father and son, mother and daughter. I'm gonna talk about mother and daughter. I ain't talking about babies no more. I'm talking about, grown women, 2 grown women that live in the same house. That really, a lot of time don't work because people don't have the patience to live with their mama when they're an adult. Or people don't have patience to let their daughter stay there with their family or their child, when they already done raised them. I ain't sit here and raise you and then won't sit here and raise your babies with you. She want her daughter to move on. People don't have a lot of patience with that, man. But it's a trying time. If you can have patience with your daughter to get on her feet, do what she need to do, trust that you raised her the right way. It won't be long before she leave her home. Just try to have patience with her, And daughters, the grown-up daughters is staying with your mama. Look, you living on her at her expense. You grown already with children of your own. So you really ain't got no room. She got every right to fuss at you or say what she want to say to you. It's out of love. A lot of times we don't want to hear our mama's mouth, but you know what I'm saying? At least you stand somewhere, and you're able to get on track. So have the patience, man, to deal with that, man, and try to be considerate to the fact that you're living in somebody else's space, man. So when you get your own stuff, you'll be able to appreciate it better. Shoot, man, troubled teens. Man, I wasn't a troubled teen. I can't say I was, but I can say, I know people that's dealing with troubled teens. I know women now, couple women, they have a teenager and their child always doing something. They in jail, or they not doing. They ain't in jail. They doing things that'll put them in jail. They ain't going to class like they supposed to. Whatever, you know what I'm saying. They got to take off work because they got to do this and do that. Look, man. I know it's hard. Don't give up on your child, man. You know, don't give up on your child. For some reason, it's a barrier there. You know, you as the parent got to figure out what that barrier is. Whether it's communication, whether it's whatever, you know what I'm saying. Working schedule, you working too much. Whatever that case may be, man. Try to figure out what that barrier is, man. And get where you can come back to eye level, you know what I'm saying. You and your child can be back at that level where y'all need to be, because for some reason they just feel like they can't come to you. Now that I ain't trying to tell you like let them do whatever they want to do. You still the parent, you still the mama, you still the daddy. You know what I mean? Put restriction where it need to be at. But come at it from another approach sometimes too, man, because like I said, once y'all got that level of understanding again, they're not gonna run to the things that they run into. They're gonna be able to come to you because they're gonna feel like they can. And for some reason they feel like they can't right now. And it's like I say, it's up to the parent to do it. It's not always the child is gonna be able to, you know, build that bridge or put that bridge there. It's the parent's job anyway. What else we got, man? Relationship. I mean, any form, you know, between man and woman, you know, you're gonna have to have patience if you want a marriage. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna have to have patience. You have to be patient with a person. Person they ain't gonna be the way you want them to be all the time. You know? And sometimes, like I said, it's gonna be a barrier in y'all's relationship. Whether that be communication or trust or whatever. Only way to figure it out, you know what I'm saying, to talk it out or whatever the case may be, but like to sit here and think, you know, everything gonna be peachy keen, rainbows and unicorns and, you know, fairy tales and happily ever after. Well, it's stuff that come on after the happily ever after. You know, it's life. You know, bills, you know, work schedules again, that's another thing. Not spending quality time. Just not sharing a laugh. You know, when you got a lot of things going on and you got other areas of your life that need your attention, you know, sometimes the relationship lags in some place. Just have patience in those trying times. When you married to somebody, man, that's for better or for worse. So yeah, it's good when it's the good time, but when it's not so good, you gotta ride it out, man. You gotta ride it out. Now, let me make sure I'm clear now. I don't mean to sit there and let somebody treat you just any kind of way, beat you, mistreat you, or anything like that. You sit around for 20 years waiting. That ain't patience. That's crazy. You know what I'm saying? If you want to believe in your marriage, you believe God and all that, you can believe in God and say, look, I'm going to have to remove myself from this situation till you get yourself straight. And if you want to change and you want this marriage, you want this relationship, you'll make that changes while I'm not here. Because I didn't sit here as long as I can. Now, you can get on a good foot while I'm gone, or while I'm gone, we can determine, okay, it just need to be done. But I'm not finna sit here and wait no more, because you ain't making the changes. Sit here and talk to somebody over and over and over and over and over again. You know what I'm saying? So it's ways to be patient without being crazy about it. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, I touched on several different examples, man, where we need patience. We need the ability to be able to wait in a calm manner. You know what I'm saying? Be able to wait with a positive attitude. Because it's going to come, man. Change going to come. It does. It's inevitable. Things change, you know. The internet's changed over the years, you know. When I was a child, we was discouraged to be on chat lines. And we were, you know, they didn't want us in that type of thing. Now it's all about social networking and meeting and FaceTime and Facebook and Skype and all this mess. You know, it's all about that. You know, things change. You know what I'm saying? It's going to come. But we have to be able to wait with a positive attitude, a positive, you know, demeanor. You know, that way we ain't got the worration, we ain't got the anxiety built up. You know what I'm saying? I've been waiting on a promotion, and I feel like I'm going to get it. And while I wait, I'm going to have an attitude, I'm going to make it to work on time, I'm going to act like I'm already in that position. That way I ain't got to make a lot of changes when I get the position, because I know it's going to come. you know. So whatever, man, you've been anxious about, man, you ain't been, you've been stressed out because you're having to wait. Okay, you still gonna have to wait. Suck it up. It's cool. It's good. You ain't gonna die because you got to wait. You ain't gonna die because, this or that. You just gotta wait it out, man. You wait it out. You build that level of patience inside of you to already be calm about it, man. God is patient with us. We've been through tons of changes. And some of the changes are good, some of the changes are bad, but he's still a patient God. And we got to try to be patient with people because he's patient with us. If we want him to be patient with us, we got to do the same for others, man. Spread love this week, man. Give patience to somebody that you ain't been giving patience to. And, I'll see you guys next week. Thanks for listening.
Somebody keep telling me don't hang around. It's been a long time coming, but I know a change gonna